Hi, I'm Zachary Farnell. Thank you for joining me for another edition of your Timberlane Weather Update. We are back from our February vacation, and the February vacation seemed to be the real cutoff to the end of winter. As we transitioned from a very snowy February, one of the snowiest ones we've seen in the last couple years, we've been seeing a very warm, rainy start to March, and that's why I believe, along with many others, we may have seen the last of the snow for the season. Now, of course, we can't count out a late snowstorm into March, maybe even April, but it's always a good idea to keep your eyes on the weather. But again, this is exactly why we're not thinking for right now we're at much of a threat. These are the temperatures yesterday on Wednesday, and much of the East Coast had this warmth streaming up north from the Gulf of Mexico all the way up to the Canadian border in towards New England. For us yesterday, we were in the 50s, not quite pushing towards 60s, but as you got into New York State, Pennsylvania, places in the mid-Atlantic, they were pushing 70 with rounds of severe thunderstorms as well. So that's kind of giving you a taste of spring across that area. Overnight, although the temperatures dipped pretty low back in towards the Great Lakes and the Midwestern region, we were held pretty warm as that storm moved over us. The cloud cover and the rain fell pretty hard over the last 24 to 48 hours. So generally, we've been seeing some pretty stabilized temperatures from those clouds. And again, today, you're seeing more of that warmth. Not as much in the mid-Atlantic and the whole East Coast. It's moving away. We're getting the last remnants of it today as we look towards temperatures in the 50s for the daytime highs today. And again, behind that, a little bit of a cool down as we look towards the weekend. And on satellite, again, I mentioned those clouds. You can see them pretty clearly across much of the eastern United States. A little bit of a swirl off of the southeastern coast of the United States. That was part of the storm that brought some severe thunderstorms through Texas, Oklahoma, Louisiana, and it brought them all the way across in towards Delaware, and New Jersey even got some of those severe thunderstorms. So a whole bunch of this area, the clouds are beginning to move out. It'll clear out over the next several days. And on the fronts map, you can see exactly why. This is the low pressure system that we were dealing with over the last couple days that really kick-started a whole bunch of instability across the area. Now this is for tomorrow, so this is for Friday. That is now going to be not a precipitation driver, but a wind driver across our area. It was extremely windy with blizzard conditions across the northern plains because of this storm. It still is able to pack some of that punch. The blizzard conditions, not so much. The snow's not going to be associated, but the winds will be cranking across much of New England tomorrow on Friday. We see this very large low pressure system building in across the middle part of the country, has some snow to its north and its west. And although we would usually expect this to strengthen quickly, it's going to get pushed out and dominated by a high pressure system that you're now looking at in the northwest part of the country. So we're going to watch as we get from Friday towards Saturday, see this high pressure system dominate, and it's going to really kick this low pressure system down south. So as this low pressure system is down south, drives out much of the snow, turns it into rain, and this thing is weakened significantly. That's going to save us from what could have been a pretty significant storm, and instead we're really not expecting many impacts from this, and that's why as we get towards Sunday, it's even smaller, it's trapped in the southeast, and you see this high pressure system back in towards the west, really dominating the country, giving us a very quiet weather pattern as we look towards the weekend. Let's break down what exactly all of that will look like on the 5-day and extended forecast. So again, tomorrow on Friday, mid-low 40s, it's going to be windy. That's one thing that we know for sure. Overnight, temperatures dropping below freezing, setting up for a bit of a chillier day on Saturday, temperatures below 40 with some partly cloudy skies. Then I mentioned that clear out, the clouds are gone for Sunday. You're looking at a sunny day, temperatures in the low 40s once again. Still freezing overnight, but that's going to change Monday into Tuesday as we see a huge warm-up. Monday, still in the 40s, but it's more towards the mid to upper 40s. And then Tuesday, one of the warmest days we're expecting over the next several weeks. It'll be pushing 60, if not reaching 60 for the daytime highs tomorrow. Excuse me, not tomorrow, next week on your professional development day, so enjoy that day off. Next Wednesday, we're into the extended forecast. You can see it's going to be a beautiful springtime day on Wednesday, a little bit cooler than on Tuesday, still in towards the mid to upper 50s, and generally pretty clear to partly cloudy skies. Thursday, it's cooling off. It's a little bit cloudy. Maybe a chance of some rain, as you see on Thursday. But again, on Friday, it's going to clear out, warm up. Saturday is cloudy, and next Sunday will be even warmer, pushing back up towards maybe the 60s again. But some rain showers and general rain in the vicinity will cause a damper on what could be a very nice day. Well, I'm Zachary Farnell. Thank you for joining me for another edition of your Timberlane Weather Update. It is important to stay weather alert and weather aware, especially in the springtime. We're getting towards flood season, severe thunderstorm season, although not for us, but still definitely possible tornado season. And also, we're still looking at a chance of some winter weather as we look towards the next several weeks. So stay weather alert, weather aware. Tune in to your Timberlane weather forecast for everything you need weather related. Thank you very much for joining me. I'm Zachary Farnell, signing off.